Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Transformers Reviews. First of all, to my friend that picked this up for me, thank you very much again. I appreciate the chance to kind of have a chance to look at the new Kingdom Rhinox, and really the beast mode on this thing. Aside from it, I mean, it's just channeling a very thick, very wide energy, which that's not exactly how rhinos look in real life, because in real life, rhinos look more like this. And it's like this new Kingdom Rhinox is channeling more of the 1990s Rhinox instead of improving on this. Due to this figure's cut corners, it's given him the ability to rock his head up and down in beast mode. You can see they've colored in the mouth all nice. He's got red eyes, kind of like that episode whenever he was temporarily a Predacon. And pretty much the thing is, this Rhinox has posability. This Rhinox, aside from the little, nodding his head up and down, you maybe can get some leg movement back here, but that's it. So anyway, trying to not continue the negativity train, one of my favorite reviewers, Pia, he actually even said this, I think he meant more for robot mode, but I think you can apply it here in beast mode as well, is that Rhinox doesn't fit the vibe like we were talking about, because again, they're going for more real-world animals. I was like, man, I kind of am disappointed in that. So with that being said, let's actually transform this brick into his interesting take on Rhinox's robot mode. One thing that you will take note of is he does have one of two Gatling guns that he does come with. Now, I will say that as opposed to the Thrilling 30s, which is just all one solid color, it is nice to have a differential of paint and everything like that. But when you compare the two together, you can see that one is significantly smaller, plus they have diminished the guns down to just this. A little disappointing that the legacy of the big chain guns did not make it. But, I was worried they weren't going to even be included. So I guess that's a halfway victory at least. The head seems to be a point of contention, because when you look at Rhinox, on its own, it's okay, but when you start comparing it to the Thrilling 30, you can see that it's obviously more show accurate with the bigger, thicker beard. This kind of feels like a more, how should I put it, more like a younger Rhinox, and this is like the more mature Rhinox that we see in the show. Now, one thing that I am sad that he's missing, that is on the Thrilling 30, is in the show he had the Maximal symbols on his head, and as of yet, I have nowhere I can find a Maximal symbol on him. So that's a little shocking. The chest and the bottom beast jaw this is actually more accurate on the Kingdom version. And it's because it was the majority of his chest and everything. Now, one thing that neither of these guys have is the correct shoulder deal that was seen in the show, which, okay, that's fine. It's just a different take on it. One thing that I don't know why, guys, I'm not too happy about it, is how they chose to fold up all the beast mode flaps, and his legs kind of suffer for it because they just look like big blobs. And this Rhinox's hands are in proportion with his overall design. This one has tiny little hands, and yeah. Again, to my friend, if you've watched this review all the way through, I do appreciate you picking this up. I mean, it's inevitable that we would compare the two, but I mean, clearly, we have to go with the Thrilling 30. But you're probably wondering, how does he look with the rest of the Maximals? It doesn't, I mean, like, the robot details kind of have like what I would call a soft focus on them, whereas a lot of the Kingdom figures have a sharp focus that's more true to the CG model, because when you start adding this Rhinox, his details are also sharp focus, and it does kind of feel like this aesthetically matches a lot better, I feel. I mean, that's not to say again that this is a crap figure. You will see that on both sides of his Rhino flap back here, you can actually tuck the guns away and kind of have them holstered on his back, which is pretty close to the hip, so I guess that's okay. And then on the bottoms of his feet, like all the other Beast Wars, I don't know how well that would work. I don't have any of the fossilizers, so I can't tell you if it would look good. But anyway, guys, that has been a look at Transformers Kingdom Rhinox. So anyway, guys, until next time, I'll see you in another review.
I'm going outside. Get inside, you two. Move!